Hey everybody, Will, just in time prepping. How are you guys doing today? Hey, I'm gonna read this article from Richard Duarte. I hope I pronounced that word right. But it's a article on how we use our mobile apps and mobile devices to rely on every day. What are we gonna do if SHTF comes upon us and we don't have these devices? And that's the thing that they're coming down to here. It says that we have relied on our devices for so long that if SHTF, excuse me, were to happen, we would probably, well, the older people probably not, but the younger folks would start relying on the apps and stuff that probably aren't going to work. So that's sort of where I'm at, and they have an app out now, and I'm going to try to tell you guys about the apps that you should have on your phone. And instead of your little play games and stuff like that, they do have a mobile app from FEMA. And you know how a lot of us don't really believe in relying on FEMA. But we're going to have an SHTF situation. We may want to rely on seeing what FEMA's up to and how FEMA might be able to help us. So that is one of the apps that this article is suggesting that we put in our phones so that if anything were to happen, we would have a direct line to them instead of trying to tie up the phone lines, and the phone lines are going to be tied up anyway. We already know that because everybody and their dog that aren't in the preparedness business are going to panic and try to use their phones to call 911 or some sort of uh, telephone number to find out just what the heck is going on. So another app that they are suggesting that we use is there is an American Red Cross app that you can put in your mobile device to find out how to take care of yourself, especially if you live in rural areas and such. So they are suggesting that you use a FEMA app and this app from the American Red Cross. Now I have the book here because I really don't want to not tell you guys the right thing. So the American Red Cross app is uh, not a very big app. It only takes up 104 megabytes, it says here, and it's compatible with just about all devices. It's saying iOS uh, compatible, iPhone compatible, iPad compatible, uh, iPod Touch compatible, Android and up compatible, and it also comes in English and Spanish. And they're saying that it is a free app. So I would suggest that we go over there and get on that. And I'm gonna do exactly what I'm telling you guys to do, and I'm gonna put these apps in my phone just in case that we should need them in the future. Another app that they are telling us that we should have is a Mayday app, and it's also a free app. And it's telling me that it is good for Androids or the iPhones, and also good for Mac products. Also, it comes in English and Spanish, and the price for this one is also free. So this book is not going to tell you to do anything that you're not supposed to be doing. These are all just emergency apps. Another app they want you to try to think about getting is called a medical ID app. And this is, I'm just going to read this right out of the book so I don't get uh, mixed up. So they're saying that the pros for it are it will emergency call people in case of an emergency. It will provide your current location, and it will give them a GPS coordinate so they can go right to where you're at saying you have a medical emergency. It will also tell you where the nearest hospital or medical clinic is. It will also speak to you. And it will also let you speak to it saying you can't possibly say you're blind or something like that. Then there is a button on there where you can speak to touch or whatever they call that, speak to text, and then it will call 911 automatically if the app thinks that you're in a medical emergency. So that sounds pretty good. Say you're having a heart attack, you could pull that app up really fast and hit the hot button, and it will call 911 so that you can get medical help. It's also telling us that it's very easy to use and navigate through it. And I'm looking at the thing here in the book. It looks like a really easy app to work. I'm going to definitely get this because of my personal health issues. And they say the cons of it are that it doesn't have full functionality, or they want you to upgrade it from for a cost of $5.99, and we all know that most apps will start out free, but in the long run will start giving you uh, little flashes on the screen telling you to buy the upgrades if you want the full version. So that is the same with these other apps. Also, the Mayday safety app is free, but if you want to get the full subscription package, it starts at $9.95 a month. So all of them have pros and cons on them, but hey, I would start out with the free ones. If you think that they're gonna do what you want, you may want to go ahead and upgrade to the paid version. It's just totally up to the consumer. Actually, they're telling us here in this article that they're really not going to pressure you, that it'll flash up on the screen occasionally, but will not like stay on the screen so you can't use the functionality. They're also saying another good one would be, I hope I pronounced the word right, but most of you might know it. It's Waze or Waze. It's Waze. It is only a small app of 152 megabytes, and it's Android and iOS compatible. It's also free, but the cons are that the app may continue accessing your location even when it's not running. It also says the user interface can be cumbersome to navigate. So this one is not going to be as easy as the others. I'm looking at the picture on it. All it is, looks like it is a map showing you where to go to the easiest medical clinic. Another good one here, and I'm not so sure this would be functional for us in the SHTF situation, but it says it's called Gas Buddy. It is compatible with iOS and later compatible with iPhone, iPad, and iPod Touch with Android 4.4 and up. It's also in English and Spanish. It is free. It doesn't even say that there is an upgrade. You don't have to buy the full version of this one here. So it will tell you where the cheapest place to go get gas is in your area and show you a map of how to get there. The next one is called the Weather Channel app, and it's seller and developer is the Weather Channel. That's who made this app. It's compatible with all devices. I'm not going to go into it. They're all compatible with most devices. It's in English and in Spanish and 30 other languages. And it is free. And I'm looking over the cons of it because the pros are always going to tell you. The pros are life alerts and safety advice for extreme weather events, air quality reports. It's well designed. It gives you hourly forecasts, lightning alerts, weather news. Those are the cons. The pros. The cons are the app may continue accessing your information. It's also going to be running in the background, is what that means. So that would be up to you. I have the weather channel on my phone. It doesn't seem to do anything. I clear my cache on my phone every day. So if you just clear your cache out, there's not much they can be in there looking at. So next one is called Zello, and it is sort of like a walkie-talkie, is what they're saying, and its size is only 64 megabytes. I'm talking about the space it takes up on your phone. So it comes in English and 18 other languages, and it's free, but you could upgrade to a for 99 cents in this. It looks like it's just one flat rate of $1, and you have the premium part of it. It's an app that turns your smartphone into a walkie-talkie with a push-to-talk radio app. Let's see what it says. The app is free and works anywhere in the world as long as you have an internet connection. So that may not be very good in an SHTF situation, but it would probably get you through in like an emergency, like a tornado or earthquake or something like that, where you could possibly get internet connection. So these are applications that they suggest that you have on your phone for emergencies. I mean, we all download. I'm just as guilty as you guys are. We all download applications that are like games and stuff like that. YouTube, Facebook, our social media, everything. We all uh, download that into our phones. Why not just take a little extra time and get some of these other apps into our phone that, say, in a medical emergency or even a man-made emergency or act of God emergency, these things might come into play. They might not work during the SHTF situation, like the zombie apocalypse, or perhaps maybe an earthquake or something like that, EMP attack, something like that. They might not work. But in the short run, you could use them enough to know how you could use it to plan. You could write out a plan that you could use for the SHTF situations, the zombie apocalypse, or the nuclear attack between the world, or something like that. It could get us into the habit of taking care of those small, minor details that we do day to day that we don't even realize. So that's basically what I have for today. This is just a test video to kind of see how my videos turn out for my daily vlogs and stuff on the OBS. If it works, I'll be using it again. If it doesn't work, I guess I won't. But for now, as you guys know, I can't do any of this without you. And it's going to be God bless you, God bless me, and God bless USA. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll catch you out there on the tube.